Hello and welcome to today's math lesson. So first of all, guys, can we all turn to wave and say a big hello to our friends on camera? Hello. Hello. And we'll begin by doing our meditation sequence. So I will sit down, take 2 fingers, find our heart center, left hand on our laps, and close our eyes. And when you're ready, guys, you can open your eyes and come back to the room. Very good. And next we'll do our stretching sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And we'll begin by stretching up high to the sky. High as we can. Big stretch. And then let's go down low. Touch our toes. Now, back up high one more time. And this time, can we go tippy-toe high? And when we're there, let's have a wave. Excellent, guys. And then back down to our toes one more time. And now let's stand up and have a shake. Let's have a shake. Arms and legs, shake it out. Shake it out. Very good, guys. And now, hands on hips. We'll have a wiggle. Wiggle side to side. Stop. And now another wiggle. Wiggle side to side. Stop. Forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, and stop. And now let's go round and round. Let's give our spines a nice stretch, round and round. And stop. And now, back the other way. Round and round the other way. Round and round, and stop. And to finish, guys, what we'll do, we'll have 5 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Have a seat. So who can tell me what we've been learning about in math class recently? Excellent. We should all know by now that what we've been learning about and how to produce is a thing called data. Excellent. Well done. D-A-T-A. Now, what do we mean when we say data, guys? What sort of things are data? Numbers. Excellent. Numbers, facts, and figures. These are all things that we can produce and what is known generally as data. And what we've learned in math class recently is that there are 3 different distinct steps regarding data. Can anybody remember step 1, beginning with C? We have to collect. Yes, collecting. Well done, guys. So step 1, O-L-L-E-C-T-I-N-G. Collecting data. Now, who can remember when we were collecting data, what was the main thing we had to do to collect data? What do we ask? Beginning with Q. Questions. If we want to collect data, we need to ask questions. And for a bonus point, guys, does anybody remember what we call a series of questions? Beginning with S. We can call it a survey. Okay? So a question is just one. But if we ask 4 or 5 questions, all relating to the same topic, we call this a survey. So let's write them 2 words under collecting. Question, Q, U, E, S, T, I, O, N, S. Questions, and a series of questions together is called a survey. S, U, R, V, E, Y. So that's step 1 taken care of, guys. Collecting data with questions and survey. Yes, well done. But how about step 2? After we've collected our data, what did we have to do with it? When it's just all numbers or marks on a page, we have to organize. So step 2 was organizing. O-R-G-A-N-I-Z-I-N-G. Organizing data. And can anybody remember the main system we use for organizing our data? I'll give you a clue. I'll draw one on the board and see if anybody can remember. 2, 3, 4, 5. Does anybody remember what we call this system of counting numbers? Begins with T. Tally. Tally chart. Organizing data using tally chart. T-A-L-L-Y. C-H-A-R-T. Yes, because when we deal with data, sometimes there are lots of facts and figures, and it's too hard to keep writing numbers all the time. But automatically, guys, you know, how many numbers does this represent? 5, yes. So if we tally data in groups of 5, it's a lot easier to count when we're organizing. It saves lots of time. So that's step 2 taken care of. And then recently, we've looked at step 3. What do we need to do after collecting data, organizing data? We have to show people our data. Does anybody remember the word for showing, beginning with P? Presenting, okay? When we have our data ready for show, that's what we call presenting. P-R-E-S-E-N-T-I-N-G. Presenting data. And in the previous lesson, we learned how to present data using a system known with pictures as. When we use pictures to present our data, does anybody remember what that's called? Pictogram. Yes, in the previous lesson, we chose our favorite fruits, strawberries or pineapples. Did we use numbers to record the data? No, we used pictures of the fruits. And this is what's known as a pictogram. P-I-C-T-O-G-R-A-M. Pictogram. It's also sometimes referred to as pictograph. So if you hear the term pictograph, it's the same thing as pictogram. And today we're going to move on to look at another system of presenting data. So thinking back to the PowerPoint presentation for the presenting data section, who can tell me what type of chart or graph we're going to use now? So let's see, guys, if anybody can guess from previous lessons what type of chart or graph I'm going to draw now. First of all, we have our horizontal line, okay? When we do bars, charts, or graphs, this is known as our horizontal axes, okay? This will record the data horizontally. Does anybody remember what type of line this is, the one that goes up? Begins with V? Vertical, okay? So we call this our vertical axes. But then, if I draw a series of data like this, does anybody remember what type of chart or graph I am drawing now? Bar charts, well done. Because you can see the data will be represented by a series of bars. So one more time, guys, bar charts. B-A-R-C-H-A-R-T. Bar chart. Excellent. Very well done, guys. Well remembered. And what we've got now is a video and a PowerPoint presentation so that our students can begin to learn and better understand how to read and construct their own bar charts. So guys, let's all turn our chairs to look at the TV screen. Well, now let's take a look at our PowerPoint presentation about bar charts or bar graphs. Means the same thing. We can use bar charts to show data. And remember, data is about facts and figures. Here, a bar chart is showing favorite type of movie. And we have 5 different selections: comedy, action, romance, drama, sci-fi. So the horizontal axis, that's the line going across, shows the different choices. And the vertical axis, the one that goes up, shows the numbers of people. And each bar represents the number of people who like each type of movie. So for comedy, how many? 4. Action, romance, drama, and sci-fi, 4. Yes. When we're designing our own bar charts, it's a good idea if we have different colors to do every bar a different color, because it helps to tell the difference each time. The length of each bar represents the quantity. Yes, what this means is the higher or taller the bar, the more people or things involved in that topic. The horizontal axis shows the different items. For example, this bar chart is about favorite sports. So what can we see here, guys? Soccer, basketball, tennis, hockey, baseball. And the vertical axis, which is the one going up the side, shows the number of people. So, how many people like soccer? Looking at our bar graph. 9. Well done, because you follow the bar that relates to soccer all the way to the top, and you can see 9. How about tennis? Tennis. Read the bars first. 5. Be careful, we need to read the bars. So you look for tennis, then you follow it all the way to the top, and tennis is at 5, so well done. How about baseball? Baseball. Look at the bars first. You can see baseball is here. Let's follow it all the way to the top. And where is baseball level with? 6. Okay? So that's why it's important to read the information so we know we're reading the correct ones. The vertical axis shows the numbers. And be careful, because it's not always 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some bar charts could go up 5, 10, 15, 20. So we have to be careful. Make sure we read the information first. So, let's have a little look. We've got a question. How many students have birthdays in May? So let's look together and find the answer. The horizontal axis is the months of the year. The vertical axis is the number of students. And beware, you see the students are going up in 2s, not 1s. So first of all, what month do we need to look for? May. January, February, March, April, May. Okay, so we've got May's bar. Now, let's go with May all the way to the top. And where is May sitting? 8. So there you go, guys. By following the information and analyzing the data, we know 8 students have birthdays in May, not March. You see? Okay. Next question. How many people like tennis the most? So which sport do we need to look for? Tennis. So which color is the tennis bar? Green. Excellent. So let's follow the green bar all the way to the top. And where does the tennis bar reach? We can have a look at the side axes, number of people, 5. So we know 5 people like tennis the most. You see? The title is always at the top. The horizontal axis always at the bottom. And the vertical axis always on the side. Any questions, guys? Okay, that was excellent. Well done. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the video and PowerPoint presentations so that they can learn more about bar charts and how to analyze them and get the correct figures. And we're going to do an exercise on the board soon with our own students to figure out how we can do it. But first of all, guys, it's time for our stretch sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And we'll begin with some rotations. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Excellent, guys. And next we'll do 5 stretches to our right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we'll do 5 stretches to our left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now let's have a shake again. Arms and legs, let's have a shake. Excellent. And to finish, guys, we're going to do 5 star jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Have a seat. So now we're going to do a board demonstration about how we can create our own bar charts or bar graphs. So first of all, guys, let's write the name on the board. How do we spell bar? B-A-R. And chart? C-H-A-R-T. Bar chart. Okay, so before we begin designing our own bar chart, it needs 2 things. It needs its line going across and its line going up. Horizontal axes and vertical axes. So at the very beginning, every bar chart should look like this. What we need, guys, before we can do our bar charts, we need a topic. What shall our bar chart be about? Shall we do a bar chart? How about favorite sports? Okay, we could use that topic that we've seen in the PowerPoint. So how do we spell favorite? F-A-V-O-R-I-T-E. Favorite. And sports. S-P-O-R-T-S. Now for this exercise, we're not going to actually ask our students about their favorite sports. We're just going to give examples using numbers and different sports. So I think we can use 4 sports. Who can give me examples of different sports, guys? Okay, sport number 1, we will use volleyball. V-O-L-L-E-Y. V-A-L-L. Volleyball. Tennis, football. Okay, so volleyball and then tennis. How do we spell tennis? N-I-S. Excellent. And then down, you suggested football. How do we spell football? O-T-B-A-L-L. And sport number 4, Lakdau says swimming. Okay. S-W-I-M-M-I-N-G. So our horizontal axis has to go longer because we've got more spots. Now what we need is we need a number of people who like each different sport. So how many numbers shall we go up to, guys? 5 or 10? 10. Okay. So we'll go 10 here. And what always needs to be at the bottom? 0. Well done. Now shall we go up in stages of 1, 2, 3, or shall we go 2, 4, 6, 8? Okay. So we'll go 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So 10 at the top, 0 at the bottom. I will go first to demonstrate. I will do the volleyball bar. So guys, imaginary, but can you give me a number of people between 0 and 10 who like volleyball as their favorite sport? Okay? So in that case, what we need to do is we will take our volleyball bar and we will draw to number 2 and then put it across like this. So you can see the number of people who have volleyball as their favorite sport is 2. Okay? And what we need to do is we need to label our vertical axes. number, N-U-M-B-E-R, of people. P-E-O-P-L-E. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I have done a volleyball bar. You can see 2 people have volleyball as their favorite sport. Now I'll ask my students to close their eyes, and then they will have to come forward and do the bar depending on the amount of people their friends tell them. So let's see who can go first. Okay, so now we can open our eyes. And who has the pen? Pat, come and join me at the front. Okay, so now Pat is going to demonstrate the next sport, which is tennis. Okay, so we've got 2 people who like volleyball. Can somebody give me a different number between 0 and 10 who like tennis as their favorite sport? Maybe higher. 4. Okay. So Pat, what we need to do with our next ball, can you draw a line going up and reaching number 4? Little bit higher. Little bit higher. That's perfect. And then the line comes across from here to here. Yes. This is your bar for tennis. Excellent. And then down to here. And then just stand aside a little bit. So you can see Pat has expertly designed a bar that shows how many people like tennis, guys? 4. 4. Because we follow the tennis bar and then we just look across to the number 4. Pat, that was excellent. High five. Big round of applause for Pat. Okay, so next sport, football. I wonder which student likes football the most. Okay, I think Prau might like football the most. We'll find out. Prau, can you come and join me at the front, please? Prau is going to demonstrate how to draw a bar to represent football on our bar chart. But first of all, guys, we need our number. How many people have football as their favorite sport? 5 or 6? What should we go? Prau, 5 or 6? 5. Okay, Prau says 5. Start the bar right next to the next one. That's it. And it'll go up to halfway between 4 and 6. Across and down. Excellent. So I think we have 6 people who like football. 6 or 5? 5. Let's see. Okay, 5, that's fine. So how many people like football the most, guys? 5. Okay, Prau, that was excellent. High five and a big round of applause for Prau. So you can see, guys, every different sport has a different number of people who like it, and they are all represented by different bars on our chart. And there's one sport left, swimming. So let's see who can do the swimming bar. Okay, now it's the turn of Pangpon to come and help me. So Pangpon, bring the pen to the front of class, please. And what we need to help Pangpon to do is draw the swimming bar. So first of all, we need a number. How many people like swimming? 10. Okay, very good, Lakau. So with Pangpon, we need to go right to the top. So our swimming bar will go up to 10. And then across and back down. Excellent. So you see, how many people like swimming, guys? 10. We follow our swimming bar all the way to the top, reads across, and it's at number 10. Pangpon, excellent. High five and a big round of applause for Pangpon. Very well done, guys. And that was a brief board demonstration of how we can design our own bar charts using a title, different categories, and numbers, which are the three main features of bar charts. Guys, that was excellent. Well done. And now it's time for our worksheet part of the lesson. So teachers, what you'll need to do is print off a worksheet for each of the students in your class. And as you can see, what type of chart is on our worksheet, guys? Bar chart. Okay. Our students have to answer the questions in relation to the bar chart. So they'll need to look at each bar, analyze the data, and then provide the answers in the spaces underneath. But what's the first thing to do, guys? Names on top. And give our students around 12 minutes for this activity. And teachers, just monitor the class and help them with anything they need. So Chu, this one's for you. Pat, this one's for you. Pak Boom, you're welcome. Net for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Down for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bangpon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Laka. This one's for you. You're welcome. So have a look, guys. First of all, important, put your name on top. Then read the questions and try to answer the questions in relation to the data. For example, Net, question 1. How many cars were sold? So which bar is cars? Excellent. So let's follow the car bar. What number does the car? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many cars were sold? 5. Yeah, you can follow the car bar to the number and it tells you how many cars were sold that day. So Chu, you can write your name on top and then have a look at question 1. How many cars were sold? Look for the car bar and find the number it reaches. 5. Excellent. So question number 2. How many more elephants than ducks were sold? So how many elephants were sold, guys? 7 elephants. How many? So 7 minus 3 equals 4. 7 more elephants than ducks. Which toy sold the most? Most means the highest, the biggest number. Which toy sold the most? Which bar is highest? Drum. Yes. 5 cars is correct. So how many more?
Elephants.
More, when it says more, we need to take the big number and delete from the little number. So how many more elephants than ducks were sold? So find elephant. How many elephants? 7. Duck. How many ducks?
3.
So 7 minus 3.
Equal 4.
Correct. So we know 4 more elephants than ducks were sold. Correct answer for this one. Never mind what you can do. Write the answer to this question here and then we will swap. Okay, teacher will know. So Lakau, question number 2. How many more elephants than ducks were sold? So, okay, how many elephants?
7.
7. How many ducks?
4.
How many ducks? 3. Okay, so be careful. So 7 minus 3. 7 minus 3?
4.
4. So 4 more elephants than ducks were sold. And then number 3, which toy sold the most? So which bar is highest, guys? Car, elephant, duck, or drum? Which has the highest bar? Car, elephant, Duck or drum? Which is biggest? Drum. So we know the biggest bar is the highest number. The drum sold the most. Yes. And then number 4, how many elephants and drums were sold in total? So take the number of elephants, the number of drums, and add them together. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the worksheet activity where they had to look at the data on the bar chart and answer the questions correctly. So that's why it's important to always know which categories and which numbers we are looking at. And my students here all did a great job, so well done guys, that was excellent. And that's all we've got time for today, so we hope you've enjoyed the lesson, found it interesting, and also learned a little bit more about how to create and read bar charts. And we'll see you again soon in the next lesson. So can we all turn to wave and say goodbye, guys? Goodbye. Bye-bye. See you again next time.